Okay.
You know what, Liam? You know what?
What?
I expected this out of Bern, all right? Because Bern, he's a cock-smoking ass pirate Giants fan, and he doesn't know any better, okay? No offense, Bern.
Well, none
But,
taken.
yeah, obviously. But, Liam, you should know better than to take the Cowboys anytime. You deserve that.
Dude, Minnesota looked so bad. I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
Actually, good.
Doesn't
Take the win
matter.
because JJ got me that 4-1 touch. Actually, 4.7 to 1 touchdown last night. That
Let's
was
call it 5 to
fucking
1.
beautiful, dude. Yeah, that
Liam,
was like one of the nicest hits I've had all year. So I don't give a shit what happened. In that game.
The Cowboys could be playing the Perkiomen Valley girls JV volleyball team, and you'd still take the volleyball team over the Cowboys. You're a disgrace.
Who are they playing
You
this
should
week?
be ashamed.
Maybe I'll take them
Be
again.
ashamed. Bern again. I expect it from you because you're a cunt nugget Giants fan. No offense.
Oh, the
no
Dallas
offense.
shit. The Dallas thing wasn't out. Let me see if I can find it somewhere else. Fuck.
Either way, welcome to the Working Perspectives Podcast presents The Retorted Show. I'm Matt Lavelle. That's Bern Podcasy, and that disgrace of a human being is Liam Reese.
Wow.
Today, we're going to be going over some stuff. We're going to go over all my amazing picks from last week because I'm a bona fide boner. And then we're going to give you our picks and winners for next week and let you know we're hot. We're hot, baby. Hot to touch. Hi-ya. I'll tell you, between one of us, you get one. Just pick one. Hey, you pick one, you win. Pick one of us, you win. I don't know what to tell you. We're batting 100%. Someone always wins. Unless we do a dick shake and triple shake, then you're on your own. You're on your own.
Then everybody loses.
Yeah, then usually everybody loses. Our percentages are not great on the triple shakes.
I mean, but you love a good dick shake and triple shake.
Yeah, you love it.
Yeah.
You love it.
Vegas loves when we do
You
it.
want more of it. Make it hurt, Joe
love to
Sargent.
see
Make it hurt.
Yeah.
Love it. All right, well, let's get started right away. Benoit Payud Casse. Hit me, Daddy. What are we doing? Talk
All right,
to
guys.
me.
Matt wasn't kidding, right? Matt wasn't kidding that we're starting to heat up as things get late. Coming into this week, Liam was in the lead 46 to 42 to 42.
Oh, it's closing the gap, dude.
So far this week, Liam has hit 8 correctly. I have hit 8 correctly. And Maddie, the bona fide boner, has hit 7 correctly with a chance to tie it up tonight because he was the only one who took Miami. Me and Liam took Pittsburgh. So we could be at 8-8.
Riding the A chain.
The 8 train to the 8.
Yeah, but let me tell you something about that. Tomlin has never lost a Miami or a Monday night game. Did you know that?
No.
What?
He is 22. He is 22-0 in his career Monday night games. That's fucking absurd,
that's the lock.
dude.
Tomlin Monday night is a lock.
That is absurd.
That is
How did
absurd.
I not know that? Why are more people not talking about that? Why was that the
I don't know. I heard it on the radio this morning. Thought that it was like a mistake that they said that, and then I looked it up and I thought, holy shit! How is this the first I even heard about this? People in Pittsburgh, I'm sure, know about it, but that was the first I've heard of it.
I can't believe that. I'm just hearing this now. When he got to 15-0 on Monday night, I should have known about this.
Yeah.
He's 22-0?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
He has never lost one.
It's going to be tonight. Bummer.
Second half just started. Pittsburgh's up 7-3 in the cold. This has been a cold one.
A lot of game left.
A lot of game left,
babe.
It's going to be low scoring. Yeah. But anyway,
it's Pittsburgh. What else is new?
Let's get to last week, guys. We kicked off last week in traditional fashion with a dick shaking triple shake. All of us loving the Tampa Bay Buccaneers laying 5.5 at home to the Atlanta Falcons, only to be upset by Kirk Cousins. Bajan went nuts, and the Falcons had a monster comeback. They take this game 29-28. Tampa Bay is in trouble, man. I mean, I think they lost 3 in a row. Baker doesn't look right. They have all their weapons back. They got Evans back, Godwin's back, Bucky Irving's back. Their defense just can't seem to stop anybody. And Kirk Cousins and the Falcons, no Drake London. Kyle Pitts goes off for 51 fantasy points. He's got 10 catches for $150 and 3 touchdowns. That's 3 times more touchdowns than he had all year. He's coming into the game with 1. And I'm waiting for all the Kyle Pitts' back top to start again. The guy's been in the league for 5 years. He's the streakiest guy on the planet.
Liam, go ahead, Bern.
I just said Bucks are really starting to look. We thought Bucks were going to walk away with that division. They are looking down the barrel. They got 2 games left against Carolina. So those are going to be, that's your division right there.
Liam, can I ask you something? Can you make some sense of this NFC South? What are we doing here? What are we doing?
No, I can't, because it's very possible that the NFC South is going to be like so whoever wins the NFC South is going to be like a 500 team, dude. So Tampa Bay's playing Carolina next week. They're both 7-7. Wouldn't be surprised if they tied. Then one of them, then they both lose next week, and the person that gets in for the South is below 500, because that's how it's like shaking out, dude. It's insane.
That's the NFC South for you. Amen to that. Anything else in this game, Benoit?
Nope.
Love it. Keep it moving.
Moving right along. Stay in. Let's get chilly. Let's get chilly here. I shot my mouth off like the Cleveland Browns catching 7.5 in Chicago. Maddie and Liam did not like that, rightfully so. They decided to roll with the Bears. Bears coming off a tough loss to the Packers, and the Bears absolutely shit kicked these guys 31-3. The Browns aren't mad because they're tanking anyway, but I think Caleb had 2 dimes to DJ Moore. What Ben Johnson has done with Caleb is insane. Like, he pretty much broke him all the way down and rebuilt him this year in his second year. And that draft pick is starting to look like it was very much the right pick. He's a smart kid, and the Bears are just they're nasty, man. They're starting to get that old school Bears reputation back. They punch in the mouth. They run the football. They got a quarterback who can scramble around and buy some time back there. But that NFC North is going to be a fun division coming down the line too. But Bears after. There's not much to say. I don't have any more to say about this Bears stomp.
I mean, Liam, can you tell me, is Caleb Williams the chocolate version of Jim McMahon?
Oh, Jim McMahon. No, he's pretty good. They have a pretty good they're a couple pieces away. So if they hit on the draft once or twice in the next few years, they're going to be like a legit team, like a legit contender, I think.
Perennial?
Yeah. What perennial? Sorry, I don't know what that word means. I didn't go to
multiple year contender, like a yearly contender.
No. I'm just saying I think they can make it to maybe see an AFC see an NFC championship, maybe get a sniff of a Super Bowl, but they're trending in the right direction for sure.
Yeah. And they're playing. Amen to that. Good stuff. Anything else in this game, Benoit?
I mean, they got a first-year coach, Ben Johnson, his first time being a head coach. Very few guys come out and are their first year as a head coach and really kind of grab the bull by the horns the way he did. So, I think Liam's right. I think everything's going in the right direction for them.
Nice. Very good. All right, keep it moving.
Sticking with the cold weather dick stomps and the losing dick shake and triple shakes, we all like Cincinnati catching 2.5 at home to a struggling Baltimore team. This game was actually worse than 31-3. This game was, let's see here if I can just 24-0. The Bengals get goosed at home. We don't expect the Bengals to stop anybody, but we certainly don't expect them to not score any points at home.
Yeah.
And if you saw the Joe Shiesty press conference afterwards, it hurt all our feelings. He's not having fun. He's talking about, I've been through a lot, and is this worth doing if I'm not having any fun doing it? They're already eliminated from the playoffs. I heard some chatter today that the Giants offered Jackson Dart in their first-round pick to Cincinnati for Joe Shiesty. I don't know about all that, but Joe's not having a good time. He's hurt every year. They have the weirdest contract holdouts every year. Everyone on the team seems unhappy, and now they're kissing their sister. They're playing for nothing for the last 3 weeks of the season.
Yeah, Cincinnati's fucking really messy all the time, aren't they? They had that one good run. They had that one run where they made it to the Super Bowl. But other than that, every other year, it's a fucking mess, dude.
It's an injury-prone mess. You're exactly right, Liam. On the flip side of that, though, Liam, to shut out the Bengals is a feat. Is this Ravens defense for real?
I don't know. Like I said, I think that shutout says more about the Bengals than it does about Ravens defense. I
like
do.
How you put that. God, even though you fucking scumbagged it up, you still, goddamn, you make it sound sexy when you do. Good stuff. Anything else in this game?
Nope.
Shake it along, Benoit. Shake it along, Daddy.
All right, I'll take another L to the face here. I thought that 11.5 was too many points for the Jacksonville Jaguars to be laying to the New York Jets. I don't know why I can't wrap my mind around this Jaguars team. They're really not bad. They're doing all this without their first round pick, Travis Hunter. He's been on the shelf for a while. I thought 11.5 was too much. It wasn't even close to too much. The Jags beat them 48-20. And who was the Bears quarterback? Brady Cook. Was that the guy
for the Jets? The Jets quarterback? Yeah,
their Madden generated quarterback, Brady Cook. Yeah, not a great day for Brady Cook.
Like when you're playing build a character.
Yeah.
You draft your own made up character.
Trevor Lawrence, another guy.
Dude, Jacksonville does not let anyone run on them.
Nope. And if Trevor Lawrence is going to throw for 5 touchdowns a game, they're going to be a real problem.
Ugly stuff. I mean, is Jacksonville going to win in the playoffs, though, Liam?
Yeah, I mean, they very well can. I don't think you get to 10 wins like that, dick and the dog. They could easily be a 12-win team, and they do not let anybody run on them, dude. They're a good team.
That's huge. Especially when you get to they're probably not going to have. I mean, they might get one home field because they'll win the South, so they might get one home game in the playoffs. But they might be playing in the cold the rest of the way. So being able to stop the run in any weather is good stuff. Very good. Anything else in this game?
Nope.
Love it. Moving on, Daddy.
We'll keep with keeping with their main competitors coming on like a fucking freight train. Houston. Me and Liam liked Houston laying 9.5 to Arizona. Matt remained faithful to his boy Jacobs.
I mean, is there an award for sleeper player of the year? Like, he's having a fucking year, guys.
Yeah, like you're not the offensive player of the year. You're not the comeback player of the year. You're like the check out that guy player of the year.
The going out on his shield player of the year. Fucking A.
There were some monster spreads this week, and this one was not big enough. Houston laying 9.5. This is another blowout. 40-20 over the Cards. CJ looks good. That defense is terrifying. Nico Collins is a legit number one. And even like they're a little banged up with the running backs, but Woody Marks, he's sufficient, man. He's sufficient. He does what they need him to do. Houston, Jacksonville down the stretch is going to be interesting because, like you said, one of those teams is going to get a home game. And the funny thing is, they might end up 4-5 playing each other, either in Houston or Jacksonville. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like that would be cool. Yeah. That'll be cool.
Which would definitely be the early Saturday game. You know?
Can I tell you? So Houston on the way out, they play the Raiders, the Chargers, and the Colts on the way out. So they got one in division game on the way out, but I mean nothing they can't handle. Liam, is this Texans team for real? Like, they're a 9-win team in a beat-up AFC South. Started off slow. I mean, 0-3. Yeah, what do we got here? Can Stroud do it? I mean, what's going on?
Yeah, right now they're very scary. They definitely have the potential to go deep. I don't think it matters if they're home or not. They might be that team this year that gets in with a wild card and makes some serious noise, dude.
Commanders last year type of deal?
Everything Bern said was correct. Their defense is so scary, and Nico Collins is playing out of his mind. I would be afraid to play them, home or away, if I was any team in the AFC right now.
I just want to touch on one thing before we move on. We're going to get our first numbies of the night. Jacoby Brissett, 27 for 40. He threw the ball 40 fucking times.
He always does.
249 yards in the air. 3 under the blanket. Your girlfriend spits in her palm. The parents are in the next room. Tuggers. 3 of them. 3 under the blanket tuggers. I mean, this guy, and he had 1 pick and 2 sacks. I mean, he's playing ball. He's playing ball, boys.
To only get sacked twice against this Houston defense is pretty impressive.
It's a feat. Can't say enough about Jacoby and what he's been playing this year. I really hope he gets to do him proper. Go ahead, keep it moving, Benoit.
All right, guys. Here's a little one for Uncle B here. I took the Buffalo Kills, letting New England know, even though they were given 1.5 in New England. Not yet, guys. Not yet. Okay, we've been banging this division for a while, and you guys are coming. We didn't put on our best performance in week 3 when we played, but not yet. And New England jumps up 21-0 in this game. Pats fans are going nuts. Portnoy's all over the goddamn internet talking about the beginning of a new dynasty. And the
on
Bills
his tippy toes.
Standing on a phone book. And the Bills, man, tell me Josh Allen isn't the best player in the NFL right now, and I'll tell you you're a fucking liar. I mean, that's just all there is to it.
Yeah.
Liam, do you think there's a chance back-to-back MVPs for Mr. Seinfeld?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean, name one player that makes that much of a difference. So like, if he plays well, Buffalo plays well. If he plays great, they blow teams out. If he struggles at all, the fucking whole team falls, dude. It is all on his shoulders in Buffalo right now.
Yeah, that's so brutal. So brutal. I mean, hard-fought game, though. Came back from behind, playing at a division opponent. I mean, tough win. Good win. Good win.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. All right.
Against a good team.
That's what you want to see, too, though. You know what I mean? Like, the Pats get that win early. Buffalo comes back. Like, guys, we're fighting for this division. We're actually fighting for this division, though. You know what I mean? We're not going to – no one's rolling over there. And both these teams – are locks for the postseason and dangerous once they get there. So they're playing for seeding, but they're playing for pride. And I thought Buffalo was.
Is this a possible like rude awakening for the Patriots, Bern, where maybe they kind of get smacked in the mouth and didn't react how they wanted to, and maybe this could be the start of a slide on them, or is Vrabel going to be like, this doesn't fucking happen again? You guys are you're punished for this, and we'll make sure this never happens again. Your thoughts?
Listen, they were up 21-0 and got beat. I guarantee you, Vrabel's like, well, I hate losing. He gets to walk in there and be like, all right, dickheads. It's the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, we're feeling ourselves. We're up 21-0. Take your foot off the gas. Like, I think a coach of Vrabel's caliber will teach off of this moment for sure. I think it maybe helps the Pats down the stretch, actually.
All right. Good. Hey, maybe it tightens them up. This could be just what they needed. I'll tell you that. Because if they came out and they got up and started sleeping on these guys, and this is where Vrabel says, this is why you always put your boot on their throat. Good stuff. Yep, let's keep it moving, Benoit.
All right, guys, we got back-to-back dick shake and triple shakes here. W's.
Woo!
Let's start with which one's more fun? Actually, let's start with Philly. All right, Philly laying 12.5. All of us thought against the Raiders, inferior team. I said Philly by 1 million. No way Philly's coming off that last loss and blowing one at home to the Raiders. This was a 12.5 point spread. This was another goose egg. 2 goose eggs in the same week, 31-0. Philly went out there. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. You guys probably watched more of this game than I did because it was a blowout from the start.
Seeing it.
Yeah.
Loved seeing it.
I didn't watch a lot of it, so I'll let you guys discuss it.
No, it was fantastic. They came out. They really didn't want to send a message of like, okay, because honestly, the biggest fear I think going into this, and Liam, you might agree with me, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, is that the Eagles sometimes have the tendency to play down to the level of their opponents. So I would have hated like a 16-9 win or something like that, like a real shitty game that they just never got the ball going and kind of just lucked it out at the end or squeaked it out against a shit dog team. But no, they came out and they said, look, we're trying to put our nuts on some chins and let people know we're still fucking here. Liam, your thoughts?
Yeah, that had to happen because, and if for no other reason that, they lose 4 in a game, I think, or 4 in a row. I think that is like, it is over. Like I don't know how you come back from that, especially if you lose to that Raiders team who doesn't appear to have a serviceable quarterback on their roster right now.
No. Kenny Pickett was on the help.
That might be what all the Raiders games look like until this season's over, because they can't do anything, dude.
Dude, I feel for like the actual players there and like even Carroll as a coach, like that just sucks, man. That's got to be a miserable existence. But either way, we fucking third stomped him, nuts on chins, and good stuff. Good for us. Great for us. Love it, Bern. I know you love seeing it. Let's keep it moving. What do you got next?
Well, just one quick comment. I guess two quick comments. As a guy who is playing in the fantasy championship next week with Brock Bowers as my third round pick, I'm real scared because I don't think Kenny Pickett can do anything. But man, did you see the way the Eagles mobbed Pickett after that game? He must be the best dude. He must be the best dude in the planet.
He's a bro.
He was there for what? 1 year, 2 years? Those guys fucking loved him. They were thrilled to see Kenny Pickett.
He was in victory formation. They let him do victory formation in the Super Bowl, dude. Yeah. Like you're really gonna let some dick shaking, backup do that unless he's the fucking dude in the locker room?
That's what I mean. It's clear he might be a mediocre quarterback, but apparently he's an awesome dude. So shout out to Kenny Pickett for being a bro.
The best. Shout out, good fan, love it. Keep it moving, Benoit.
Guys, this is our historic dick shaking triple shake. We said Kansas City's laying 4.5 at home to the Chargers. I mean, there's no way. That's too many points. 2.5. They might have suckered us in. Chargers go in there, win outright, hold the Chiefs to 13 points at home. Patrick Mahomes, torn ACL. Chiefs officially eliminated from the playoffs. I mean, pour one out.
Is it over? The dynasty's over. The dynasty's over.
Well, you're not going to have Mahomes back until he'll be back next season, but not right away. He'll miss a couple of weeks. This is an 8 to 10 month injury usually. Kelsey looks, cooked.
He's retiring. He needs to retire.
So
start the family.
Right? Yeah, doesn't he look like
be Mrs. Swift?
Just his body language just said this hurts, and maybe it's time for the Chiefs to stop drafting like 4-2 gimmick wide receivers because they don't have weapons, man. Like Rashid Rice was getting planted into the ground every play. Isaiah Pacheco, their running game can't do anything. And their receivers, I mean, they still have what's his name, Juju Smith-Schuster running around out there. Like Andy Reid's about to turn 68. I don't know, man. Like this is. The first half of Mahomes' career is very, very similar to the first half of Brady's career in just wins. I mean, they didn't do it the same way, but wins and Super Bowl wins and appearances and stuff. We'll see if Patrick Mahomes gets his second act.
Yeah, you think they build it back up? And
I think they have to, I think the first act is over.
Yeah. First act is done. Liam, is there a chance for a second run, maybe another 2-3 titles in Mahomes, or is this the end of the road? I think
sure.
Even I think when Brady did it, like you saw, like the fight was still there. I mean, Mahomes looked like a tired, beaten guy. He looked tired.
Think about it this way: Mahomes did it the way Mahomes' first half was Brady's second half. Brady's first half was defense, right? Brady managed those games, and the defense took him through. Mahomes' first half was all the weight was on his shoulders. The only difference is Brady had Belichick the whole time. And I don't know if Andy Reid's coaching until he's 77.
Ooh, true.
So,
true. Can Mahomes do it without Reid, Liam?
I don't know. He's a really good coach. That's a tough question. But as much as I hate Kansas City and Mahomes, he is
I love Big Red.
He is like an insane talent and was an insane talent. I don't think that just goes away. So for me to say it's impossible for Kansas City to get back on top, I can't say that. I'd be lying if I said that. He definitely has a chance to get back up.
For sure. All right, good stuff. Let's keep it moving, Benoit.
All right, Liam's going to pick one up here. He liked the Washington Commodores catching 2.5 in New York. The Giants just an unbelievable tank job. They have a 1st and goal from inside the 1. They end up with no points. The end of this game, it comes down to a 29-21 game. Commies jump up 14-0. Giants make it interesting for a little bit and then realize that it's time to shut everything down. For some reason, they're still running Jackson Dart at the goal line. He runs into the tent again. I'm screaming at my phone at Nova Trampoline Park, while I'm trying to figure out where my 3-year-old is. Jameis comes in. It's a lot of fun, a lot of activity, a lot of emotions. Giants currently sitting in the number 1 pick spot and not looking for a quarterback. So I'm hoping they can take that pick and turn it into the number 6 pick and 4 other picks,
Yeah. Do they have any extra stuff anywhere or no?
What do you mean?
Any extra second rounders or anything like that?
They have an extra second rounder this year coming in, and if they end up with that number 1 pick, they're not looking for a quarterback. So let's take that and turn it into the 5th pick and a bunch of second rounders or
turn it into the following year. Yeah.
They still need to find a coach, so who the hell knows what's going on with this team. But Liam saw the handwriting on the wall. Liam also the podcast number 1 Marcus Mariota fan. Liam likes what Mariota's doing, and Mariota was good, and he was good again.
Liam, can I ask, was your strategy behind picking this you're thinking the Giants are fully committed to the tank and that all the commodes had to do was show up?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the Giants looked dead in the water. That was my logic behind that pick. Is that you had to take one of the teams, and they both suck, but one looks suckier. So that was.
And one is trying to lose, openly trying to lose. So
they both
that's fun.
They both should.
Yeah,
both eliminated.
That's the strategy. And Bern, as a Giants fan, you're just you're happier than a pig in shit with this tank.
Yeah, man. I mean, they're going out there. They're giving me a semi-competitive football. It's at least entertaining. They hang around in the games and they find a way to lose.
You got Jamie. Yeah. Love it. Great stuff. Let's move it on.
Guys, this is our last. It was our last. No, I'm sorry. It's not our last. Another Dick Shake and Triple Shake that we hit. Is San Francisco given 12.5 points to the Tennessee Titans too much? Almost. San Francisco ends up gutting this game out by 13, guys. 13. We cover that spread. This is a 37-24 game. I'll tell you what, the Titans can't stop anybody, but they've been putting up points these last couple of weeks. They really have. They put up 28.
The offense is humming.
A decent Browns team. I think you look at Cam Ward out there, and he's just looking around what do you want? I can't throw. What did Giselle say about Brady? He cannot throw the ball to himself. That's what this team is. They have Cam and no one else. Isaiah Simmons his house got robbed during the game in this streak of professional athletes getting robbed while they're playing. There is some organization of maids or butlers or house cleaning people who are working on the inside.
I mean, smart play. Smart play.
Keep getting robbed while their game is going on. Titans hung around, made it a little scary. San Francisco, man, they're LA's great. Seattle's great. We're right here. We're game back. Don't forget about us. Team.
Liam, can I ask you 2 things? 1, is the 49ers unwillingness to put their foot on the throats of lesser opponents going to cost them later as a team? And 2, do the Titans have a chance to have a winning record next year? Your thoughts?
Do the Titans have a chance of a winning record?
Yeah, next year.
No, absolutely not. There are some major changes need to happen there, dude. They are not looking good. San Francisco, man, I don't know if that's them taking their foot off the gas. They were close to not covering the spread, but there was never any time during that game where you thought oh shit, Tennessee might win this game.
Yeah, but they still let them score 24 points.
I get it, but they were. I think they still handily won that game.
Sometimes this isn't a gentleman's game, is what I'm saying. Sometimes you got to be a fucking bastard out there. And 49ers, they need to learn to be a bastard sometimes, especially in that division. Otherwise, they're going to be watching from the sidelines. Good stuff. Let's keep it moving, Benoit.
All right, here's one for the good guys. Old Uncle Bernie loved those Rams laying 5.5 to Detroit. Detroit, weird team, man. Weird team. They're on the pogo stick now. Sure. Maybe no one is hitting that pogo stick harder. The Rams come out. They pay the price for it, though. Rams come out favored by 5.5. Win that game 41-34. They end up with a Devontae Adams hamstring pull that I guess he had not been practicing much the last couple of weeks to try to mitigate this. Looks like that puppy snapped, so I don't think we see Devontae Adams till the playoffs. And then Puka, who it might be the toughest player in the NFL, even though he goes out every other play, he always comes back in. They lose Puka for a little while on that. So the Rams win this game, but they pay a price for it. They win, they cover. Detroit's now hanging around in that, like, I think they're out right now. I think they're the 8th seed right now. So the mighty have fallen a little bit. Yeah, so they're hanging on by the string of their dicks. They're rooting hard against the Niners, I'll tell you that much. And the Rams, I mean, Stafford, you talk about who might, if Allen doesn't win the MVP.
It's Stafford all
probably
day.
Stafford. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he has a good chance to win it regardless, just because he's playing on his damn head. Like, he has been incredible.
If Drake May wins the MVP, Matthew Stafford should be allowed to fist fight him for it. Be like, no, second year guy. All right, we're gonna do 3 2-minute rounds.
I think Stafford's gonna win it, dude.
Yeah, he should.
So. And I'd have no problem with that.
Do you want some numbers for old Staff?
Give me some Stafford numbers.
Stafford, I love Stafford numbers. They're always classic. So he went 24 for 38, 368 yards in the air, 2 tuggers, 1 interception, and he was sacked twice. I mean, woof. Not a really balanced attack, though. I mean, 38 passes and you're looking at 26 runs. Not super balanced. They're more balanced than that usually. I don't know why they went throw heavy, but I mean, usually they're more balanced. But Puka, 9 receptions, 181 yards on 11 targets. Pretty fucking good day. Pretty good day.
A stupid number. Jahmyr Gibbs' last 6 weeks.
Oh, talk to me.
3 touchdowns, 0 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns, 0 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns, 0 touchdowns.
Yep.
So he's got 9 touchdowns in 6 weeks, while only scoring in 3 of those weeks. And really, when he doesn't get it going, man, I mean, and I know they have weapons. They got a good tight end. They have St. Brown. Goff.
St. Brown had 2 touchdowns this weekend and 30.
It's going to be crazy if it's looking like they're not going to make the playoffs. It's going to be crazy when they don't make it, dude. I really am.
Crazy. All right, let's keep it moving, though.
Yeah, especially when you consider that the team that beat them out in the division last year was Minnesota. Or the team that they almost beat them out, and Minnesota's not even in the mix anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they had a big win. I saw that one,
did.
But not everyone did. Right, Liam?
That's right.
Either way, let's keep it moving.
Guys, this Dick Shake and Triple Shake did not go our way, but it was fun to watch. As fun as any game with 9 field goals could possibly be. We liked Seattle laying 13.5 points at home to the Colts. Seattle escapes by Matt's extra dick skin, 18-16. 6 field goals for the Seahawks. Colts defense stepped up. Old man Rivers came out there.
Old Rivers.
They ran the ball. They tried to, they did a lot of screen stuff. They kept it short.
Attack.
But I'll tell you what, there was a 3rd and 7 late in the game. Rivers threw a back shoulder fade to get a first down. He didn't look like he had much zip on the ball, but he can still go out there and manage a football game. It is insane to not play for 5 years and be out there. And he got knocked on his ass a few times and popped right back up. So good.
Yeah.
Good for Rivers. I think
he fucking loves it though, dude.
Oh, he does.
You know I mean? He's a gamer.
He was still chirping out there.
I love it.
The mentality had not changed whatsoever.
The boys will play for him. I'll tell you that. The boys will play for him for sure.
They did. But to talent overcame this week. Seattle was able to. Stafford on the last drive. They go down with 2 minutes left. Stafford marches him right down the field. Darnold, marches him right down. Myers with his 3rd 50-plus yard field goal of the game. Seattle gets out of there, but not. They look a little shaky. They look a little shaky.
Is Cooper Kupp been having a sleepy, okay season?
Cooper Kupp looks like a tight end out there, man. He is whatever speed he used. Cooper Kupp was never fast. He was just the most precise route runner in the entire league. And which is such a white guy compliment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Riley Cooper was the best downfield blocker in the league for 6 years.
Exactly. It's like you talk about a basketball guy, like, hey, he's such a gym rat, high IQ. You're like, oh, so he's a white guy. Gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah, precisely the most precise route runner is like, oh, that's how a white guy gets to play receiver in the NFL. But he looks like a lumbering tight end out there now. He's still got the hands for it. He's just he's not the same player. They did get Shaheed involved a little bit. What worries me about Seattle is that JSN is their entire team. I mean, he's their entire offense. And if you're playing Seattle at this point, put 3 guys on him and dare somebody else to beat you. And I think everyone's kind of caught up to that.
Nice. All right. What do we got next?
Next, we have our final Dick Shake and Triple Shake of the week. And guys, I'm happy to report it was a win. Game of the week. We all sniffed out the game of the week. Denver getting 2.5 at home. Why Denver should be favored at home. They should be getting 2.5 if they're in Green Bay. This Denver team is a problem. They are sitting at the 1 seed right now in the AFC. 34-26 win. And I'll tell you what, Peyton put the ball in Bo Nix's hands at the end of that game. He let him make some throws on 3rd and 4th downs instead of playing it safe. Sean Payton trusts this guy. And from what I remember historically, pretty good evaluator of quarterbacks.
Sure. He knows one when he sees one, for sure.
But if these Broncos get the number 1 seed and the AFC has to go through Mile High, that is a huge disadvantage for everybody else.
Yeah.
Who do the Broncos have left?
So coming up for the rest of the year, they're sitting at 12-2 right now, which, I mean, unbelievable. They got a tough game next. I'll tell you, this will be a true test next week for the Jaguars. So the Broncos are playing the Jaguars next week in Mile High.
Oh, yeah.
Then they beat up on the Chiefs for a little in-division dick smack, and then they finish with the Chargers. So I'll tell you, that Jaguars-Broncos... that Jaguars-Broncos game could be a playoff preview. You know, they could very well see each other's in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Maybe divisional round, something like that.
Maybe second round,
get the bye, catch Jaguars in the divisional round, you know? So, I mean, but Liam, are the Broncos for real? That defense is real.
For real, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like, are they the best team in the AFC? Are they better than the Patriots?
Yeah, yes, yeah. The numbers don't lie, you know what I mean? 12 wins. 12 wins isn't like a fluke. You know what I mean?
And they've played tough teams.
Yeah.
They played tough teams in a competitive division. 12
and
wins.
Win close games too.
Yeah.
Like whenever they're in close games, they win those games.
And have major fourth quarter comebacks. I mean, major record-breaking fourth quarter comebacks. Enough that would make you want to shoot your own dick off.
Well, that's a hard place to play. That's a rough road for everybody in the AFC if they get first.
What's scary about that, too, is you talk about how the Broncos, you know, for a while this year, Bo Nix was like playing like he didn't know what he was doing for 3 quarters and then stepping it up in the 4th quarter. So, he's got a little clutch in him. He's got the will to win in him. And now he's starting to put together games, like complete games. And that's a problem.
He's a gamer. I loved watching him when he was in Oregon, too. Loved watching him. Great player. So, all right, let's keep it moving. What do we got next?
Last of the 4 o'clocks again. This is a win for your boy right here. Loved those New Orleans Saints catching 2 in the trap of the week against the Carolina Panthers. Tyler Shuck. When do I get my Shuck jersey? When do I buy my Shuck jersey? Should I wait till after the season, or should I ask for it for Christmas?
Shucks. Right, Liam?
Panthers,
Shucks.
Listen, Panthers have done this before. They've done this before where you're like, okay, they win a couple in a row. Here's where they separate, and then they go out there and they blow it. And I believe it was to the Saints the last time, like 4 weeks ago, when we were like, oh, you got to beat the Saints to let everybody know you're for real. So I think they're 0-2 against the Saints in their division, and they're still leading it.
Yeah, they're still tied for first in the division.
Let me ask you this, Liam. Does anybody want to win the NFC South?
Dude, you got me. I don't know. Like I said, I think next week, them and Bucks tie, and you get a sub 500 team going into the South because what the hell, dude?
It's so brutal.
I believe Carolina and Tampa Bay played twice
on the way out.
Dude, the fact that whoever wins the division could possibly be a fucking 8-win team is insane, dude.
Yeah.
And get a home game. The NFL has to get rid of this division winners automatically get a home game. They have to. The best 4 teams should get the home game. The top 4 records should get the home game. That should be it. Because this happens with the NFC South. Like every 3 years, they have a 500 team who gets to play a home game in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
And it's not because they're like, there was times in the 90s when it was like the NFC East would do that, but it's just because they beat the shit out of each other.
They were all monsters. They were all great teams.
Yeah, they were just fucking knocking each other's dicks around all year, and everyone would split, even when like the Cowboys were winning back-to-back Super Bowls, right? Like that's just how it went. These guys, they're not beating up anybody. They're just getting dick smacked all year, you know? Like, what are we doing here? So I'm with you. No one wants to win the South. Well, I'll tell you right now, the Patriots won the NFC South, as we talked about a couple weeks ago.
That's true.
But either way, good stuff. Let's keep it moving, Benoit. What's next?
I mean, this is our last game of the week, guys. And listen, while me and Liam may have chosen incorrectly and taken Dallas laying 6 to Minnesota, we all won last night. The Cowboys, I believe, in order to make the playoffs, need to win out, and the Eagles need to lose out. So the Cowboys have no real wild card shot. They only have a division shot. The Cowboys, I believe, play the Commies, the Chargers, and the Giants. Not the hardest schedule in the world.
Nope.
The Eagles play the Bills and the Commies twice. So I would eat my hat if somehow the Cowboys made it into the playoffs. We got to essentially see them get knocked out last night at home against the mini team whose defense has really been coming on the last couple of weeks, but their offense showed out a little bit last night. Still not Justin Jefferson. Got 2 catches for 22 yards. I mean, this guy is, if he wasn't wearing $1.6 million worth of jewelry on his body while he played football, I might feel bad for him. But it's tough to. It's tough to when I add up the necklace plus the grills and be like, that guy's wearing more jewelry during a football game than I will ever see in my entire life. He'll be okay. Yeah. But Minnie goes in there and just stomps Dallas. It's a 34-26er. I mean, you love to see it. I think we can all agree here. We love seeing Dallas lose. We love seeing that look on Jerry's face, sitting in his box up there. We love seeing. I love seeing angry old Jerry in his box.
He's going to be like, oh, it must be everybody else. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm going to continue to be the 81-year-old general manager of a team who can't negotiate with anyone. And then the last game of the week was Pittsburgh.
I don't want to really move on just yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Liam, you know what you did. Okay? You know what you did. And you should be ashamed. It was wrong what you did.
Liam, you might have to take Dallas every week for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
You might have to. That might be
Wow, Liam, you're going to listen to this guy?
I'm just
going to listen to this guy now? Fucking Bernie Tanks over here?
I'm a content guy. I'm a content guy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, if it'll get you riled up, it might be worth
fucking rile me up then. Hey, start the engine. I'm riled, Daddy. Engine up. All right, let's move on. Done.
And then that's it. We got a Monday night game going on right now. We're finishing up the third quarter. Pittsburgh's
21-3.
21-3. That would be a point for me and Liam. But still,
a lot of game left.
And
left.
So you're looking at 23 now for Tomlin. If they keep
this up. Unreal.
That's an absolutely insane stat.
Unreal. Can't believe it. Awesome.
There's probably no coaches that are anywhere close.
No.
That's got to be one that's like far and away, right?
He's got to have it by 10 wins.
Yeah. Oh, this is like the Undertaker's WrestleMania streak. It's unbelievable. You'll never beat this. We'll never see another one like it. So either way, great stuff.
Quick aside, and I don't want to burn him off too much. Cena tapping out.
Come on.
Pro or con?
Con. So me and Liam talked about this, and we'll go over this very quickly and then move on because we don't have a ton of time. But here's the deal, right? It's a rule in wrestling that you have to. They say you go out on your back, right? Like your last match, you lose. Like that's
You
the
lose.
thing. You
Right.
lose your last
That's
match.
why I'm asking, because I thought that was
I don't mind. I don't mind that Cena lost, but I do mind the way he did. If he would have gotten pinned and fucking, put him over the hard way, like, like no problem. I was fine with that.
Yeah.
But the tap out, I was not okay with. And also, I don't like Gunther because he fucking is so annoying. Like, it's not like
Yeah, I
I don't
agree.
mind a good fucking heel. I do not mind a good daddy. Daddy loves a heel, babe.
Yeah, you
Love
need
a
him.
good heel.
You need him.
But he's just such a fucking blob of a heel.
Yeah,
You
he's
know what I
boring.
mean?
The
why did-
opponent,
So
the
boring.
opponent sucked, and the way he lost sucked. I thought.
So why did Cena? Because you got to figure, obviously, these guys don't have. Not all these guys have a ton of say in their creative, but you got to imagine Cena had the juice to be able to like shape the way that was going to end. Why do you think Cena was cool with that?
Because he's awesome. Because he's an awesome guy, and he's probably just like, I'm grateful for all this. Like, where I'm going out, because everybody like cheered for him and everything. He still went out like on top.
Yeah, dude, the whole back of the house came out and saluted him afterwards. Triple H, Shawn Michaels, fucking Bruce Pritchard, Michael P.S. Hayes, like everybody came out of the back. The whole crowd stayed in, cheered him, and was like, dude, thank you. They were just like, but they're also like, they did a "this was bullshit" chant. You know what I mean? Like they were not happy with the ending, and justifiably so. It was a decent card too. Like, dude, the Cody Rhodes Obafemi match was good. Cody Rhodes looked like he busted his eardrum. He was gushing blood out of his ear. And then the women's match was whatever. But then the tag match between AJ Styles and Dragon Lee and then the two young guys was really good. And
they're so good together.
Oh, they're awesome. And then I loved what they did with Joe Hendry and The Miz. But yeah, it should have been someone else as his last match. It shouldn't have been Gunther. Gunther isn't a big enough star.
You guys are my experts.
Honestly, it should have been Roman.
All right.
That would have been cool.
You guys are my experts, and I saw that he finished with a tap, and in my head, as a guy who doesn't follow it as closely, I was like, that seems weird. And then today I was reading like there was a lot of fans who were very not jazzed about.
I'm not an expert. Matt's definitely an expert. I'm a spectator.
I wouldn't say I'm a pert, but I might be an X. Who knows? Either way, good stuff. Let's keep it moving. Keep it on moving down the road. Liam, you're taking the reins here. We got 1 minute to decide, boys. We ain't fucking deliberating a lot. All right? You like that college word there, Bern?
Love it, Matty. Love it.
College there?
Love it.
Yep, no deliberating. All right, heard it. All right. Our Thursday game is going to be LA Rams at Seattle.
Oof.
Let's go.
The Rams are favored by 1. Seattle struggled against the Colts with a 44-year-old QB who hasn't played in 4 years. And Rams look unstoppable. So give me the Rams -1.
I'm with you on that. Bern, we shaking?
We're shaking, baby. We're shaking.
Love it. Love a good shake to start off. A Thursday night dick shake and triple shake looks like a thing we like to do. Let's keep it moving. What do you got next?
We lose them. Right. We always lose them, by the way. We almost always lose
the Thursday ones? Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right. We got Saturday games now. All right.
Oh, baby.
So Saturday at 5, we got the Philadelphia Eagles favored by 6.5 at the Washington Foreskins. Listen, the Birds have won 6 of 8 of the last 8 against the Commodes by an average of 8 points. So I will take the Eagles in this one.
Yep, taking the Eagles. Bern, we shaking.
We're shaking. I guess the spread at 9.5. So to get it at 6.5 feels like a steal to me. It feels like I'm stealing money.
It's a steal. It's a Black Friday steal deal, baby. You're on Amazon. Love it. Good stuff. Let's keep it moving. What's next, Schmigs?
Next is Green Bay -1.5 at Chicago.
I
And
like this.
Green Bay going into Chicago, they absolutely own the Bears on the road.
Really?
Green Bay is 19-2 as road favorites going all the way back to 84. So I will take
Wow.
Green Bay -1.5.
I don't know. This to me is a revenge game from a couple weeks ago. Dude, we've seen a lot of it this year of like divisional games like a week apart. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
the Eagles are doing it in the next 3 weeks with the Commodes. They did it earlier in the season with the Giants, right? Like
Yep.
so I liked seeing it. It's a nice little tactic that they're doing this year. But I think the Bears, they're on a heater, and I think they got something to prove, and they really want to wash the taste out of their mouth from that loss to the Packers a couple weeks ago, and they want to claim this division.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the black version of Jim McMahon over the Packers.
Yeah, I got to go Bears. Bears got to win. Remember when Ben Johnson took that job, he said he wanted to stay in the division because he loves beating Matt LaFleur twice a year.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got to put up or shut up this week. And I think Ben
Sure
Johnson, he
does.
saw him pop that shirt off. He wants to show up. I'll take Chicago.
Love it. Keep it moving.
All right. Next, your Sunday games. You got Buffalo -10 at Cleveland. Dude, the Browns looked rough. And Josh Allen looked the opposite of rough. So at 10 points is a lot, but I'll take Buffalo -10.
I'm with you on that one, Lishmigli. I mean, I would say, Liam, would you say that Josh Allen is like catching his stride right now?
Oh
Is
yeah,
that how
big
you're
time.
feeling?
Yep, big
Yeah,
time.
I
He's
couldn't
he's
agree
rolling.
more. He's yeah. Him and Mrs. Steinfeld are snocking boots nightly. He's caught his stride. Love seeing it. And then the Browns are just dog shit. Benoit, what are we doing? Zagging or shaking?
No, I'm not zagging against the greatest player in the NFL right now. So bad luck for Buffalo because I feel like we just cursed them in this one. But no, 10 points is a lot. Listen, Shadur is great or fun or comparable or competent or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm going Buffalo.
College.
Buffalo's now 1 game out. They're 1 game behind the Pats.
Yeah.
They got blood. They got a taste of blood last week, and I think they're going to finish.
That's a big momentum game too. You know what I mean? Like they beat an in-division team that was ahead of them. Like that was a huge momentum game for them. They could really ride that into this week, and they got these fucking guys. I really see them dirt stomping the shit out of them. I hope they don't play down to their level. Let's keep it moving. What's next?
Next, you got Cincinnati at Miami. Miami is favored by 1.5.
Ooh.
Cincinnati defense, 32nd in the NFL points per game. And Miami seems to have gotten the memo, like, don't just put the, you know what I mean? Don't put the game on Tua, you know? So I think Miami gets it. I'll take Miami -1.5.
Liam, I'm with you again. I'm riding the A chain. I think that if McDaniels he lets Tua throw the ball maybe 18 times and then just hand it off to A chain 27 times, and that's your win right there. Boom, done. I love it. Benoit, we shaking?
Nope, nothing makes less sense this year than the Bengals team. Give me the Bengals. They have no business being in this game. They're going to win outright.
Wow. Oh, big zag. Bernie Big Zags over here. All right, good stuff. What's next, Schmigley?
All right, next we got Kansas City at Tennessee. Kansas City is favored by 3.5. It's about to be Minshew Mania, baby. I'm for it. And Tennessee blows, so I will take Kansas City -3.5.
I don't know. I would love to see this really be like the nail in the coffin at the end of the era. Like this is done, nothing left. Consider this over. I love it. So yeah, I'm taking the Tennessee tits. Let's do it.
Okay.
Minshew Mania, baby. Give me KC.
That's right, Bern.
Oh, is it, Liam? Is it?
Yes.
We want to start this now? You want to start this right now?
I mean, Maddie, some could argue that you started it at the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah. I wasn't the one that picked the Cowboys last week.
You're a communist. Hard this week.
You're a communist, Liam, and you know what's moving on.
speaking of the Cowboys, next you got the LA Chargers at Dallas. Dallas is favored by 2.
What?
I have to check again because that spread makes no sense to me whatsoever.
That sounds like communism, and I know communism.
And you know communism, don't you?
I sure do.
Well, I'm gonna pencil Madden for the San Diego
Superchargers. You're damn right. You're damn right. You damn right.
Yeah, Dallas is favored by 2. That makes no sense to me at all.
None.
I don't give a shit what the Dallas defense gives up 30 points a goddamn game and gives up like 250 a game passing. They're about to get knifed by Herbert, dude. Chargers plus 2. I'll take that.
Yeah, Chargers are going to win outright. Like, it's not going to matter.
Yeah, this spread doesn't make any sense at all.
No. I've had some things not make sense before, and this is one of them.
And you know what we do when spreads don't make sense. I'll go 45 and 2 zigzags, baby. That's all I need. I'm a content guy. Give me the Cowboys.
You are also a content guy. Do you know that? You're a cunt.
Take the heat off Liam next week a little bit.
I mean, I don't care if you do it, Bern. I expect it out of you. Like I said at the beginning of the podcast, you're a cunt nugget. But no offense.
None taken.
Yeah,
none taken.
Of course. But
if you say no offense, you can say anything after that.
Yeah,
they can't take offense.
It's official. I cannot be offended. Hey, no offense, but fuck your mother.
All right. Next we got Minnesota at New York Giants. Minnesota is favored by 3. JJ McCarthy seems to be playing for pride right now, and the Giants don't seem to have any of that right now. So I will take Minnesota minus the 3.
Wow. You want to take Minnesota this week? You want to take them this week?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mark it down.
All right, fine. Well, you know what? I hate to agree with you, but they're tanking. Like, this is a tank job of all tank jobs, and Bernie Tank Talks over here is loving it. So, yeah, I'm going to take the Vikings as well, like I did last week.
All right, so guys, this is a problem for me because I want to peel back the curtain a little bit. Like, obviously, we're a content show, right? We want to have good content for our people
all the time.
And I've been blindly taking the Giants every week just for fun. It's good content.
You're about to go against your own people, aren't you?
Well, I guessed these lines before we do this, and I had Minnesota minus 7.5. So how could I possibly not take them if it's 3? This is way too low. 3? Not even a hook? Not even a hook? I gotta give me the Vikings, man. Give me the Vikings. I gotta keep it honest. I mean,
keep it honest. No one's asking you not to keep it honest. Keep it honest.
I watched that game last night. The Vikings defense has been really, really good for the last 3 weeks. And JJ seems to be getting a little more comfortable. Like I said, I guess it's at 7.5. So I 4.5 points wrong. I'm not better than Vegas.
Oh.
Give me the Vikings.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw.
I hate the triple shake against the Giants, but like, I just can't. I gotta draw the line somewhere.
Bern, if I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. You're a cunt nugget. No offense.
No offense taken.
Love it. What's next, Liam?
All right, next you got the this is probably the stinker of the week. You got the New York Jets at the New Orleans Saints. The Saints are favored by 4.5.
Wow.
Which makes this game almost impossible to pick.
Yeesh.
So that means you have to give up 4.5 with a team as shitty as the Saints, or you have to take the Jets. What is that, dude? What is that? Dude, Jets are circling the drain, and they struggle to break. They consistently struggle to break 150 yards passing per game. So you can't take the Jets. I guess you have to lay 4.5 with the Saints reluctantly. That's what I'll do.
That's so dirty.
Yeah,
are you gonna shuck? Are we shucking?
I'm shucking.
Are we shucking and jiving here?
shucking a little side corn.
Maddie,
I don't
you?
know. I'm going
This is
with
gross.
I'm gonna give me a Colt 45 and 2 zigzags. Brady Cook it. Count it, count it, count it. Going with the Jets, Fireman Fred, Jets.
All right. I've been the number one Saints champ on this podcast, so I'm just going to take the Saints. But this is gross.
Wow.
This is
It is
like
gross.
don't watch a second of this. If it comes onto your screen, take a shower immediately afterwards. Like this is a poor representation of NFL.
It's not football. It's not
Yeah.
football. We're not calling it football. Yeah, I'm going to actually be watching the Texas State Championship between the DeSoto Eagles and the Lake Carroll Dragons. So
4.5 is insane. How are the Saints favored by more than a field goal against anybody in the world?
I have no idea. It's a shit line. It's so Vegas can. I'm probably
it's a
gonna
communist
lose.
world we're
Whatever
living in,
you
Liam.
pick is your lose, dude.
Yeah.
All
No
right.
one wins this one.
What's next?
Next, you got the battle for the NFC South. You got Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Carolina Panthers. Tampa Bay is favored by 3. Oh, I don't know, man. Tampa Bay's kind of struggling against the pass, and I think that's going to kind of balance Carolina out. So, and Panthers are at home, so I think that gives them an edge here. Like just one of the teams being the home team. Because this is another 50-50 game, so I'll take Carolina. Plus, I'm getting points. So if Tampa Bay squeaks it out, wins by 3, I can still push on this. So I'll take Carolina.
I'm going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I feel like, they've been on the pogo stick. They need to get back on. So I'm going to give it to the Buccaneers. Benoit, what are we doing?
No, this is a point. I got to take Carolina getting points at home. It's a coin flip game. Like Liam said, there's no advantage. It's the slimmest of advantages, but I'll take the home dog.
Let's just do everything Liam says then. Fine. What's next?
He's not wrong.
All right, next we're getting
he was wrong once.
I've been wrong many times before. Next is the 4:00 games we're getting into. You got Atlanta at Arizona. Atlanta is favored by 2.5. And Matt, I don't have any kind of facts or numbers to back this up, but I think I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna roll with your boy. I'm gonna roll with Jacoby. I'm gonna take the Arizona. I'm gonna take the Cardinals, dude. Give me them.
You and me both, Daddy. I'm riding with Jacoby like I've been doing all year. I love this guy. He's legit sleeper player of the year. He's been having a quietly incredible year, even though his team doesn't support it. They've just given up on fucking what's-his-face. I don't even remember his name. That's how much they've given up on him.
Killer Kyler.
Yeah, they're done with him. Kyler Murray is done. Kyler Murray's going to be playing for the Raiders next year. So shout out Jacoby Brissett. You've been playing your fucking nuts off. Riding with the Cardinals. Bern, your thoughts.
What's the line training day? Kyler Murray going to be playing basketball in Pelican Bay.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll probably be playing Call of Duty in Afghanistan or wherever the fuck they are.
No, I have a fantasy championship next week. I desperately need Bijan Robinson to be huge. I'm taking Atlanta. I'm just pushing my chips in there.
Love it.
Right.
Love some chips. What's next?
Fair enough. Next, you got the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Denver Broncos.
Game of the week.
Denver is favored by 3.
Whoa.
Oh man,
that's the right line.
Jacksonville beats good teams, dude. I think this is a really hard game.
This is a playoff, dude. This is a playoff preview, baby.
It is, and
is RJ Harvey? Did he get banged up at the end of that game? Is RJ Harvey? Do we know if he's 100% healthy? Because can we just check that real quick? Because if Denver can't run the ball at all,
and dude,
at all,
whether he is or not, dude, Jacksonville does not let teams run on him, dude. They defend the run well.
Right. But
I'm taking Jacksonville, dude. Give me Jacksonville plus 3. Because I could see Denver winning this, a close one at home, because you got 2 good teams. Yeah, I'll take the points. Give me Jacksonville plus 3. Yeah, RJ Harvey injury. Yeah, I don't.
He's not playing.
I don't know. I don't know that they know yet. I just know he got banged up. And
Actually, they don't know yet. You're right.
They already lost Dobbins though, so like if they're going the third, fourth string running back,
he's questionable. They don't know yet.
All right, give me the Broncos. I'll zag. Even though the Jags seem to be realer and realer every week, this Broncos team, it's in Mile High. That's the only thing I'm getting.
And they play good teams good. Like they play a good team, they're gonna show up.
They're gamers. I mean, Peyton's got them gaming. What do we got, Bern? What are you doing?
I don't know.
Tough. There's a lot of tough games this week, dude.
This is tougher than I thought it was going to be. I have been fading Jacksonville every single week for like 5. I've just been refusing to believe. And my question here is now, am I just going to pick the wrong game to back them? And they go to Denver and it's cold and they can't breathe. And Trevor Lawrence does this thing where he throws his 3 picks after. Give me Denver.
Yeah.
Love it. Ride with your boy.
I love riding with you, Maddie. I don't love that pick, but I don't know that I was going to love either one of them.
Hey, as long as we love each other.
Hey, that's the real message.
That's the real message. Love it. Next up, what do we got?
Next up, you got the Las Vegas Raiders at the Houston Texans.
Oh,
this is a monster spread.
Mm-hmm.
The Texans
this is a Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It is. The Texans are favored by 14.5.
Oh, 14 and a hook.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, Las Vegas's offense is so bad. They don't have anybody that can play quarterback, and now they have to go against the best defense in the league. They're not
going to score a fucking thing.
I don't think they score. I don't, dude. I don't even know if they get into the red zone once. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
Like I don't know if they get into the red zone once. I don't know how they. I don't see how they can. I don't see how they can.
Man,
I'll take Houston. That's a huge spread, and usually I wouldn't touch something like that. But give me Houston minus the 14.5.
Honestly, I'm with you. Houston's rolling. They're red hot. D'Amico Ryans has got them cooking. So, yeah, give me Texas barbecue all over that ass.
You might see 3 quarterbacks play in that game, dude.
You tell you who's not going to get a pass, Brock Bowers. He's not going to get a fucking thing.
That's why I need Bijan Robinson next.
No, I'm making too many predictions like that. Whatever. Houston's defense is really good. Vegas's offense is really bad. Just give me Houston. Forget all that quarterback stuff I said.
Houston. What's next?
Yeah.
Laura Byrne, what are you doing?
Shaking it up.
Love it. Triple shake that dick.
For sure.
Love it. What's next?
All right, last of the 4:00 games. Pittsburgh at Detroit. Detroit is favored by 7. Pittsburgh is by far the hardest team to bet on. Like
except on Monday night, apparently.
If you take Pittsburgh plus the 7, they're gonna lose by 8. You know what I mean? If you take Detroit minus 7, Pittsburgh's gonna win outright. But dude, they're dead last in the. Did you know this about Pittsburgh? I don't understand how they're winning games. They're dead last in the league on time of possession. How, dude?
Are they really?
Yeah, how? I don't understand. So I'll take Detroit minus 7.
I think Detroit needs a bounce back game to even keep remotely involved in the playoff picture. They really need this one. I like Detroit as well. That's my media trained answer. What about you, Brian?
Give me stupid Pittsburgh.
Stupid. If it's not Monday night, you can't be sure.
No.
You know?
No, right? Give me stupid Pittsburgh. And I'll regret it.
All right. Good stuff. What's next?
All right. Sunday night game. You got New England Patriots at the Baltimore Ravens. Here's another spread that makes 0 sense. The Ravens are favored by 3 in this game.
What are we doing?
Dude, this is okay. So this is the second time I've had to check to see if I have the correct spread.
So, fellas, I guess all of these spreads and do it every week, and I've been doing it for like 12 years, right? And I'm usually within a point and a half. A bad one is when you're off like 3 points. If that is in fact the spread, I am off by 7.5 points.
That is the spread. Baltimore is favored by 3 right now.
I guess
so you had the Patriots by 4.5, Bern?
I had the Patriots. My guess was the Patriots by 4.5.
Wow. 4.5. That's a
sense.
dirty fucking
I'm off
line.
7. I don't know if I've been off. I don't know if I've been off 7 points on a spread in the last 5 years. Like that's insane.
That line makes no sense whatsoever. It does not make any sense.
Bern, you're a dirty slut. If you wanted to do 4.5 on that, 4 and a hook, you just want to trap everybody, baby.
I thought the Pats would be favored
traps out there.
I thought the Pats would be favored by 4.5, but this is terrifying now. This is terrifying. This is Las Vegas.
Taking New England. If you're going to give me a team that good with any points, now you're going to give me a whole field goal. I will take it all day. I'll take New England plus 3.
I think Vrabel's coming back ready to fucking dirt stomp. And he's got a message for the AFC that, hey, the new fucking guard is in town. We slipped up in a divisional game last week. That ain't happening again. Our foot's going on your throat and our nuts are going on your chin. Bern. That was fucking poetic what I just said.
Yeah, it's a real mind bender, isn't it, Bern?
Here's the problem.
Not.
Right.
But it's not.
No, but here's the problem.
But it's not.
It is because I would imagine like 90% of the public money is going to be on New England. You look at this and you go, are you insane? Are you out of your mind? Like,
yeah, I am.
Don't bet with the public because that's why there's castles in Las Vegas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
So normally,
but it defies all logic. That's the problem with this one is that I get what you're saying, and I know the lines matter and they mean something. And Vegas does. Vegas wins. You know what I mean? But how? This one does not make any sense. I think it's to scare you off of New England. I swear to God.
It might be. It might be like the reverse psychology. I'd be like, what do they know? What do they know?
I think it's to scare you off of New England, dude. Just because they know that's
it's not what you know. It's what you can prove.
Yeah. Jake. Jake.
I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake. Remember the guy in the wheelchair?
Oh.
I didn't think you ended up that way.
I didn't know you like to get wet.
Dude, even Mendez fucking naked in that wall.
Oh man. That's like a top. That's like a Selma Hayek level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. That's like how hot she is. It's like that's the level of hotness.
Like almost
she's
unquantifiable. You know what I mean?
She's top shelf. Yep. She's top shelf. Oh, yeah. Dude, even in Place Beyond the Pines, she played like a 19-year-old when she was like 42 and fucking
pulled it off.
Nailed it. And usually Latina women don't look that good after popping out some puppies, but baby, she got it. She got it in all the right places, daddy. What do we got next?
No, I didn't guess
it. Bern still has to take
fucking it. Guess already. Just take the Patriots, you twat.
If Vegas is going to get us, it'll get us all together. Let's take the Pats.
Damn right. We're staying united. Shaking it up.
This stinks.
It's absurd. It's absurd.
This is the stinkiest line of the entire year.
Yeah.
This is disgusting.
It almost somebody knows
something, and it's not me. I'll put it that way.
Right? It's not us.
Not us. Right. Moving on.
Moving on, your Monday night game, last game of the week, you got San Francisco 49ers at the Indianapolis Colts. San Francisco is favored by 6. I'm really sorry, Philip. As much as I want to take Rivers, you love the story. You love him coming back at 44 and everything, but it's looking like some tough sledding for him, dude. And San Francisco quietly has 10 wins, and Purdy is fucking rolling right now. So I'll take 49ers minus 6.
I'll tell you this. I will tell you this. I think this will be the best showing that Rivers will have. And I think that the Niners don't know how to put opponents away, right? Like they don't know how to mercilessly beat an opponent. They let the Titans hang around and get 24 points. I don't think the Niners can put them away. I think that the Colts they'll lose, but maybe lose by 3. So I like the Colts in this one. Colts plus 6. I'm zagging on you. I'm zagging on you, Liam.
Okay.
You're zagging on me too, Maddie. I gotta go with the Niners here.
Of course, you always go with what Liam says.
I sure don't. But
whatever Daddy Liam says, Daddy Liam gets. Isn't that right, Bern?
I'm still
not wrong. It makes no sense whatsoever. It's a mind-boggling, like it's a brain teaser puzzle.
That's the world we live in.
All